The New Zealand Festival of Motor Racing celebrating Denny Hulme was one of the most anticipated events on the calendar, and the Castrol BMW Race Drive Series one of the biggest on the support program. The Castrol Series has been around for 7 years. Hampton Downs is situated down State Highway 1 south of Auckland. The 2.8 kilometre circuit is a real test for man and machine, featuring off-camber corners and elevation changes.
Mike Delmont started the BMW Series with a couple of mates, so why the need for the series?
Well, we just saw that there was a sort of opening to have BMWs. They're a grand marque, and they have a lot of fast road cars, easy car to modify and go very fast on the track. So, you know, we started the series, and it's grown in 7 years to having over 130 members and cars.
This class is really special because anyone can enter. Are there any rules apart from it has to be a BMW?
Yes, we have a very robust set of rules. It's on the website, so yeah, no, you've got to have rules to make sure everyone races fair. For the open class A's, you have a 10-inch rim. You do have to run a BMW engine. You can't set the engine back into the firewall. You can't cut into the inside of the body shell, sort of things like that. Suspension's free, brakes are free, so yeah, there's plenty of latitude for modifications.
Well, top qualifier in the BMW Open class was Wayne Cowley, car number 61, so that's him on pole position. Alongside of him, Warwick Mortimer from Matakana, and in the second row, Aaron Black and Mike Delmont. Look for the 2002 of Delmont to get a good start as they work their way into turn number 1. Barry Kirk-Bernard in there as well. Once again, a huge field split into 3 different classes, A, B and C. And it is number 61, Cowley, out in the lead as they work their way through 2. Have a look for that beautiful car number 6 there of Barry Kirk-Bernard. There's a home-built BMW special. Neville Finley in there as well. So we'll let them sort themselves out as they work their way around this 2.8 kilometre circuit here at Hampton Downs. It is for the Festival of Motor Racing featuring Denny Hulme. You're on board here with Cowley, the race leader, working down the short chute towards the Middleman turn here. This long sweeping corner, takes 2 bites at it. This is a 2002 BMW E46 GTR. So Cowley in the front, Mortimer through in second place. Then it would be Aaron Black. Then in behind him, I think you'll find the 2002 of Mike Delmont. This is a 1975 2002. There is Delmont going round the outside of Aaron Black from Dunedin in his E46. That's a Works touring car. These are in the open class of the Open BMW, brought to you by Castrol. The BMW Race Driver Series, been so popular for the last 7 years. Started by enthusiasts. This is the man at the front though. This is Wayne Cowley from Pukekohe. Second place man at the moment, Warwick Mortimer from Matakana. This is further down through the field. Remember, class action in 3 different classes. This is class number B. Now they run on dot-rated tyres and are subject to a fairly stringent set of rules. And the Class B action is always very close and very well fought. Just watching there, 2 Class B drivers as we go back to the action. Now this is Mike Delmont in the 2002, the 1975 version, been heavily breathed on since then though, and I think he's slipped back to 4th place now because Aaron Black from Dunedin will be just ahead of him. You're on board here with the race leader, and this is Wayne Cowley of Pukekohe in the E46 GTR. Let's just take a lap here of Hampton Downs with our leader in the BMW Race Driver Series, race number 2. Through turn number 1, this difficult off-camber corner, down the chute into 2, Coca-Cola. Just kissing the curb on the apex as they head up and over the top through turns 3 and 4, and then down into the Austin's corner here. You'll hear these slicks protesting as he gets on the brakes, once again just using the apex and the curbing, heading up towards the hairpin. Some say the most difficult section of circuit here at this 2.8 configuration that is Hampton Downs. Up through the gearbox again, and down into this double apex sweeper at the bottom end of the circuit. Pukekohe's Wayne Cowley giving us the best seat in the house here at Hampton Downs as he starts to rocket up the hill now, down past the pit complex and past the apartment complex there on your left. heading through the grid position markers, and that is a lap of Hampton Downs, this 2.8 kilometre circuit with Wayne Cowley, the race leader. This is the battle for second, third and fourth. Number one is Warwick Mortimer. He was the champion from last season in Class A in the Opens. Right beside him is Aaron Black from Dunedin and Mike Delmont in this fight as well. And just coming into the picture now, car number 6, and that is Barry Kirk-Bernard in the BMW M3 GTR. Now, I know that Warwick Mortimer has been having some slight braking problems. He's having a bit of a problem with the discs glazing over, but not too obvious for the moment. Battles within battles here, as we said. Remember, 3 classes up for decision. Class A, which is pretty near open, they run on slick tyres. Class B run on dot-rated tyres and a pretty complicated power to weight ratio, and the 2-litre class, where you'll see some E30s in the field and also just some normal 2-litre M3s. Car number 635 there, racing in Class B. This is Zach Lawrence from Auckland. Last lap board out for Wayne Cowley in the E&H Motors sponsored BMW. He is the race leader. He's led it virtually from the lights going out. 8 laps happens pretty darn quickly here at Hampton Downs. You're back on board with the race leader. Up and over the top, out of 2 and 3, and this is the battle for second and third. Mortimer, and then it's Black. Black really starting to put the acid on the number 1. This is Warwick Mortimer. He was the champion last year in Class A. Aaron Harris was second and Andrew Nugent was third. They're not here today, but Warwick Mortimer certainly is, but he's going to have to be content with second place, or maybe it's going to be third, because now Black really starts to work on some problems here, mechanical issues, I think, for Mike Delmont, a past champion of the class. This is the scrap for second and third. Mortimer and Black. We're back on board here with the race leader, Wayne Cowley, heading for the checkered flag now. So he will win Class A. In Class B, it'll be Neville Finley in car number 48, and that is a little BMW coupe. But this is the race winner heading up to the checkered flag, and Wayne Cowley gets the win in the E46 GTR. In second place, it should be Warwick Mortimer, and in third place, it will be Aaron Black. And there is the battle for second and third across the line there. The GT Radials car of Aaron Black got to be content with third this time around. And in fourth place, it should be Barry Kirk-Bernard. So the results see Wayne Cowley get the win here at Hampton Downs. In second place, it is Warwick Mortimer. And in third place, it is Aaron Black. Whilst in Class B, it is Neville Finley in the coupe.
So it's sort of been Warwick and Mike's race for a long time. Now you're the new kid on the block and you're winning. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good. But hey, again, those guys, I learn from those guys. Warwick helps me, and you learn by racing against the best, I guess, in anything you do. If you're going to beat somebody, you might as well beat the best, and that's how you learn.
Neville, most people will know you from the clothing label, very upmarket clothing label, Zambezi. What people won't know is that you just won the B class in the BMW series. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah.
How did it go out then?
It's always fun. You know, it's just the best thing you can do. Like, this is an amazing event, and it's an amazing sport when you see all these aging people out here having so much fun. It's so good for the soul.
Last race for the open class BMWs here. Remember, 3 classes in 1, and once again it's a great start from Wayne Cowley down there on pole position, but an even better start from Barry Kirk-Bernard. By the look of it, he might move through into second place. Best of the Class Bs in the previous race was Neville Finley, so watch for him to get a good start as well. There he is, the silver car, just drifting to the left of your shot, but it is Kirk-Bernard that goes into the front. Cowley in second, and then it would be Mike Delmont. Mechanical problems in the last one, they've fixed that, and then it'd be Andre Mortimer, and that is Warwick Mortimer's son. So Barry Kirk-Bernard in this beautiful car that they rebuilt themselves, the M3 GTR, sweet sounding BMW. Already position starting to change. Andrew Nugent just dropping a spot there to Neville Finley. Mortimer in the E92 M3 in the carbon wrap. That is Neville Finley in behind him, and in behind Finley it will be Andrew Nugent in 2 of the Z3M coupes. But out in the front, it is still Barry Kirkman starting to extend that lead just a little as we watch this battle here between the BMW Coupes. Neville Finlay leading in Class B, remember. This is the opening of the BMW Race Driver Series Championship for 2012-2013. Kirkman continues to lead them down through turn 1. Cowley just getting a little bit closer. Mike Delmont in there as well, so no real change from when the lights went out. Now the pressure coming on from Wayne Cowley. Already had one win, looking for another one here at Hampton Downs. Brilliant sunshine. 17 cars faced the starter, so a good field of the open class BMWs. And as we told you, this series has been going for 7 years now. Started by enthusiasts and it's just gone from strength to strength. So good are the numbers these days, that's why it's now divided into 3 classes. Class A, which the 2 cars on your screen belong to, Class B and Class C. Class C is virtually a 2-litre class, but these are the unlimited cars. They run on slick tyres. Cowley really starting to put the acid on Barry Kirkman, but can't do much about it. Round the big sweeper they come. And now, who's got the horsepower as they start to head up the hill here at Hampton Downs? This 2.8 kilometre circuit. Plenty of elevation changes, plenty of off-camber corners. It really is a test for man and machine. Now the charge coming from Cowley on the outside as they disappear down into turn number 1. I don't know if he's going to be able to live there, and Kirkman is going to hold on to the number 1 spot, is he? Or is Cowley going to go right round the outside? He drifts a little bit wide. Kirkman keeps it nice and tight, and they are door handle to door handle, heading into turn number 2. But it is Kirkman that goes through, gets track position, and will head up over the hill into turns 3 and 4 in the front. Cowley right tucked under the boot lid spoiler for the moment. Mike Delmont just drifting off the pace just to here, back in 3rd place. There is number 339, and this is Troy Bell. Now, I think he would be 2nd in Class B, and he is chasing Howard Wood, who would be leading the 2-litre class at the moment. So, as we said before, races within races. Problems here for Barry Kirkman because Wayne Cowley has gone by up the inside pretty much unchallenged, so maybe a mechanical issue, maybe Barry's missed a gear or something, but it's good news for this man because it's put him in the front again in the E&H Motors BMW. What a day that Wayne Cowley is having. This is the GTR, the E46. Hits the front as they come up and over the top. Once again, 6 is Barry Kirkman. He's now back into 2nd place. Mike Delmont still back in 3rd, so no change for the minors. But maybe just a small issue there for Barry Kirkman because now Mike Delmont all over him in the background there in that fast little 2002. So all these 3 leading cars in Class A, virtually the unlimited class. They run on slick tyres, of course. So Cowley looking to continue his good weekend here. This is the leader in Class B at the moment, and this is Neil Finlay. Car number 97. Now this is Andre Mortimer. This is Warwick's son. And he's back at the moment in 6th position. Finlay in 7th. Mike Delmont just having a sneaky look up the inside as they work their way into the big sweeper at the bottom edge of the circuit. You'll see though, as the power comes on, you watch Delmont just start to pull in the distance between himself and Barry Kirkman. Here comes the big top end charge from the little 2002, and across the stripe they go, and Delmont gets the spot, so he moves into 2nd place now. You just get the feeling no real resistance there from Barry Kirkman, so maybe there's a mechanical issue for the number 6, the M3. So Cowley leads at 61 in 2nd place. 111, Michael Delmont, one of the earlier champions in the class. This is car number 530 being driven by Andrew Nugent. This is another BMW coupe. He's currently sitting in 4th place. And then behind him, it would be Andre Mortimer in 5th. Out in the front though, Wayne Cowley continues to lead it. Mike Delmont through in 2nd place, and then it is Barry Kirkman. We concentrate on Andrew Nugent here. Mortimer tucked in behind him. This is what's happening for 2nd and 3rd. You see Mike Delmont just disappearing out of shot. This is Barry Kirkman. This car sounds so wonderful. If you've just seen it race in the flesh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hampton Downs sponsorship on the side of Barry Kirkman's BMW M3 GTR. This car engineered and built in New Zealand, specifically for the BMW Open Series. So Delmont getting a little bit closer here to Cowley, but the camera position just foreshortens that a little bit as they work their way through turn 1 once again. So Wayne Cowley looking to make it a pretty good weekend for him with a win already under his belt, looking for another win here. Good scrap going on behind him. Andre Mortimer, and this is Aaron Black in his second car. This is an ex-Roberto Revelia Warsteiner factory BMW M3. So he's had the luxury of driving 2 beautiful BMW cars over the Denny Holm weekend here for the Festival of Motor Racing. Andre Mortimer loses the spot to Aaron Black. And Black about to move up on Andrew Nugent as well. Driving a fairly unfamiliar car to him. No problems at all for the man in the front though. Wayne Cowley continues on his winning way. This is a great start to the 2012-2013 BMW Drivers Series Championship, brought to you by Castrol, because he's going to claim maximum points here. Second place will be Mike Delmont, a past champion of the class, as we've told you, in the A class. This is John Thompson from Wellington. He'd be in the 2-litre class, and he's just about going to avoid being lapped here by Cowley as they go down into turn 1 once again. So Thompson doing regular duty in the E30 series, but also looking for extra track time. He gets to run in the 3rd class in the Open Series as well. E&H Motors BMW of Wayne Cowley on his winning way here. Mike Delmont can't do anything about it. In fact, if anything, that lead just extending in the closing stages. There is Delmont in the little 2002. This is Andrew Nugent in the BMW Coupe, and right in behind him it is Aaron Black in the second car for him of the weekend, the ex-Roberto Revelia BMW factory car, and behind him number 97, that is Andre Mortimer. Now Warwick unable to start because of reoccurrence of the brake problem. Number 722 there is Gareth O'Brien. He is in Class B. He'd be the 3rd car in Class B. That car class being led at the moment by Neville Finlay. But the outright race being led by this man, Wayne Cowley. Car number 61, the Class A BMW Open, the E&H Motors sponsored car from the man from Pukekohe, the E46 GTR, is going to claim another win here because he's just extending that lead just a little bit here from Mike Delmont. And guarantee though, Delmont won't give it up without a fight. Up and over the top of turn 3 and 4 and down into the Austin's corner they come now. And it's a straight shot and a bit of a climb up the hill to the hairpin. Well, it really has been Wayne Cowley's weekend. This absolutely immaculate E46. As I guess you'd have to say, all of the cars in the BMW Driver Series Open Class R series, brought to you by long-time sponsor Castrol, as Cowley comes up the hill once again, this time to see the checkered flag. So a great weekend for Pukekohe's Wayne Cowley. He wins again in the Open Series. In second place it will be Mike Delmont, and in 3rd place it should be Barry Kirkman. There he is, car number 6. Crosses the stripe in 3rd place. And in 4th place, it will be Andrew Nugent. So have a look at the official results. It is a great weekend for Wayne Cowley. He wins again in the Open class from Mike Delmont and Barry Kirkman. Whilst in Class B, Neville Finlay, Troy Bell, and also Gareth O'Ryan.
Fantastic weekend for you.
Very good weekend, yeah. I couldn't be unhappy, could I? Very tired, but not unhappy.
Grant Clegg is one of the people who conceived of this BMW series, and he joins me now. And Grant, this weekend are the E30s, last week in the Open class, so tell me a bit about the difference.
Well, the E30 is a very tightly controlled class, the idea being that it keeps the costs down and it's a bit of an entry point for people to get into circuit racing, whereas the Open class, within that there's a few different groups, but it allows people to go virtually as fast as they want, and as long as their budget can allow them.
The ever-popular E30 series was the brainchild of, among others, Auckland BMW parts manager Colin Briscoe. He had seen the class race in the UK and thought that the budget-conscious class would work here. He was right. Such is the popularity of the class now, with grid numbers stretching into the 70s, the fields had to be split. Each class races 3 times during a weekend, including the ever-popular split-grid handicap start race. The class is not only for outright novices, but experienced drivers alike, and the racing is always very, very close.